Hello Blizzard fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between LAN and KidDynamite on Dash and Terminal, the latter edition. This was submitted to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com by one of my subscribers. I really appreciate it at this point. And if you have a really interesting Legacy of the Void or Heart of the Storm replay, feel free to submit it. And I cannot guarantee I'll cast it, but there's a really good chance that I will. Alright, in the right side of Dash and Terminal, the latter edition, we have the Red Terran player. It is LAN, like local area network, possibly. That's kind of fun. In the top of the map, we have, I was going to say top left, but this is more just straight up at the top, isn't it? Anyway, at the top of Dash and Terminal, we have the Blue Zerg player, KidDynamite. Reminds me of Kid Icarus, which is a Nintendo game back from like original Nintendo days. You kids out there who were born like in 2005 probably don't know anything about original Nintendo games, but trust me, Kid Icarus was a game. It wasn't very good. I think it was very well known, but it had really good graphics, but I don't think the gameplay was the best for the time. I think a lot of other games were possibly better, but regardless, we're not here to talk about old retro Nintendo gaming. There are other channels that do that, and probably a little bit more popular than mine. But we're going to stick to the StarCraft because that's what I know and that's what I love. Alright, so it's a ZVT. Again, we've had a lot of calls for ZVT on the channel. I hope this helps to sate that appetite with certain of our subscribers. Nothing too much going on here yet, though. We're actually going to go for 15. Yes, 15 hatch. Ah, here's the gold. So that is a feature of this map. There's this weird gold that's really risky to take because it's just kind of a straight shot. Let's see if we can do this across the way here. Man, that's really jerky. Anyway, to the other player's gold base. So there's not really anything to protect you. It's super wide open. If they send out a couple Marines or a bunch of Lings, they can probably kill your base, kill your hatchery, kill your Nexus, whatever it is, without really too much trouble. It's much safer to take a base here because here you have a place you can wall off. And actually taking another base here after that spawning pool. So going hatchery, spawning pool. Another spawning pool is KidDynamite. Meanwhile, we are not doing much here, just kind of a Reaper expand, getting an orbital command for our player LAN. So LAN actually also reminds me of a post I read on Reddit about somebody reminiscing back in the day. There used to be these giant LAN parties at like a hotel in this kid's town when he was growing up, and he'd show up with your computer, lugging your tower and your big CRT monitor. Some of you probably still have those, but I hope not, because man, those things are huge and the resolution isn't the best. But regardless, they would haul them and lug them out, get it set up with like 100 other dudes, and just play like Counter-Strike. And I think, was he playing Team Fortress? I don't know. The Reaper accidentally scouts out this gold base, so good for you, Reaper. And it just sounded like an awesome time. I kind of want to get that going, but really difficult to do these days with all the online gaming. Are we going to pull these drones? The Reaper's not actually focusing one down, kind of switching back and forth. Yes, getting one kill, 2 drone kills. Going after these Lings. Are we going to micro it all is the question. The Reaper trying to get out of there. Is he going to survive? Yes, he does survive. Oh, but the drone gets the Reaper kill. Second time we've seen that on my channel in about 2 weeks. So kind of crazy stuff. Reaper drops down. There's a drone here to kill it. And it does end up dead because it has so few hit points left. So pretty funny stuff. We are doing pretty well. Already mining here. Getting up a spine crawler because, again, this was scouted out. KidDynamite knows that LAN knows this is here, which might be a problem. It's going to be a one base. No, just kidding. There's a command center coming up. Just one command center. They're not seeing any crazy like 2 or 3 command centers all at the same time, even before barracks, like we kind of can see from other players. A couple of Lings moving on out. One of the Lings did die, but there are 3 left. Checking to see if there's a base here yet, and there is not, unless this command center gets lifted off and landed there, but probably won't until it's an orbital command. I lied! Gets lifted off before it gets turned into an orbital, and is it gonna? Yes, finally moves on over here. The Lings are not here to block it though, which is a problem. The Reaper gonna try to see what he can do here at this gold base, but unfortunately there's a spine crawler, there's a queen. The queen decides to inject instead of getting some shots off, and that Reaper ends up dead. So not the best Reaper control from our Terran player. Lings did not block the landing of that command center, but instead is still getting shots off, forcing the pickup, which is probably just as good. Speed's on the way, about halfway completed. Don't go up that ramp. Don't do it. There we go. Going up the ramp, the Marine trying to kill what it can, desperately using its rifle to try to take down all of these evil Zerglings, getting 1 kill. There we go. Yep, just pulling off a couple SCVs to repair the supply depot. Not much of a big deal. Like I said, don't go up this ramp, Zerg players. You're never getting through that wall with Lings. SCV repair is just too good. And with Marines back there, the DPS is also high as well. So go ahead, use your Lings up here to kind of deny that command center, but really don't try to go up into the main base unless you have Banelings or Roaches or something with a little more DPS, a little more range to take down that wall. So another spine crawler going up. Might be a bit of overkill here from KidDynamite, but I don't think he knows exactly what's coming with this one basing Terran. And it is a medevac and some widow mines and marines and marauders. So fairly standard stuff coming out here from the Terran player. We are getting a hydralisk den. All right, might see some lurkers here, upgrading to a lair already. Another extractor up. We do need that gas. That's a lot of gas. Is that 4 extractors on 33 workers? That's probably a little bit too much gas. I think making a bunch more drones would probably be a good idea here, but getting queens, getting overlords, not quite supply blocked yet, doing a good job getting that overlord up before you need it. And the bio ball does manage to chase these lings away. The orbital command is safely landed. Mule's coming down. That is the sign of a happy expansion. When that first mule comes down, it's like christening a ship. You bring down the mule, everyone cheers, it brings back the minerals, and you're happy. So this overlord doing a good job scouting out this gold base. Might want to start pooping some creep. You might as well. You can. I mean, if you can slow the Terran player down, that's something you want to do. Queen needs to inject, though, up to 39 energy. Come on, Queen, you can do it. Inject. No. Queen over here, though. Queen here doing okay at 61 energy. Inject. No. Alright, so the injects aren't the best from the Zerg player, but that is okay. And actually, did we drop some lings? How did they just walk through the front door? Alright, so some lings got in here, but immediately kind of got cleaned up. One SCV has died, but I'm not sure if that was from this attack or not. But either way, a lot of the SCVs are hurt. Medevac from overhead, healing them with its incredible healing beam. Like, this technology is amazing, right? Of all the things in StarCraft, I think the ability to heal stuff, biological units, on the ground using a beam from the air is probably the most amazing thing Terran players have, right? I mean, if we had that today, like, healthcare would totally change. People would be healed up all the time. It might be expensive, though. I don't know. Maybe the government run it. Who knows at this point? Double evolution chamber. Yep, getting that hydralisk den. That's exactly what we want to see. Up to 34 drones, though. KidDynamite floating a lot of minerals. I don't think he has the larva to really spend all of this. Maybe he does. Maybe he or she does. That's actually quite a bit of larva. Are we supply blocked? No. Alright, so do something with these minerals, KidDynamite. You can do it. Hydralisks are good. Make like 10 more hydras. I think you can do that. Instead, it's kind of hanging out. Ah, here we go. Trying to defend here. The spine crawler is actually killing quite a bit. These queens doing as well. Back up. Back up. Whoa! Hydras come in, and instead of helping out, they immediately morph into lurkers, which is an interesting choice. They are going to get burned down here. Cancel. Yep, there's the cancel. And there's the cancel. So, like I said, maybe not the best choice. Is this egg going to get canceled as well? Yep, man, that's a lot of DPS just from 4 units. There we go. The lurker running away. One lurker burrowing. Getting a quick hit off, but again, stimming and running away. Is this bio ball going to chase down these lurkers all by themselves? Seems like a difficult choice. Maybe not the best choice. There we go. Kind of stopping, getting healed up. This base is still alive, though. These spine crawlers paid for themselves, man. 3 kills there, 2 kills there. That's exactly what he wanted when he made those spines. Lurkers are ready to lay siege to this front door. So let's see if they can get close enough without triggering these widow mines. Where are they going? Oh, you go around this backside. Can you do spines through walls? What are you trying to do here, KidDynamite? Oh my goodness, you can. What? You could do lurker spines underneath these walls and kill workers and bunkers and stuff. Wow! And you could shoot through these walls too. So a scan comes down, the lurkers are going to die. There's one more lurker left, going to try to get some kills off. And actually, wow, this lurker is a hero, man. Couple more slots, and might get that marauder. No, doesn't quite do it. The lurker does end up dead, but we stopped most of the mining here at the base with those lurkers. That is... why? I don't know. I guess we don't really see this very often in maps on StarCraft 2. There we go. Overseer was morphing in, but ends up dead. Where you have this really skinny, like a skinny wall construct. And so I guess, I mean, you could... shooting up ramps and shooting through walls is kind of the same thing. I don't know. Is that a glitch? That might be a glitch. Taking another gold base down here is KidDynamite. Supply blocked at this point, making 4 more overlords to compensate, getting +1 melee attack and +1 carapace. Ravens on the way. Good choice. Ravens with their permanent detection will be able to see these lurkers, which are going to be a thorn in the Terran player's side for quite a long time here. There we go. Up to 86 supply compared to 78 for LAN. Spawning pool is just kind of hanging out. Nothing really to upgrade at this point until we get a hive. And what is this thing? Nidus Nidus network. Alright, so Nidus network might pop it up here where this overlord has vision and get in the main. I mean, like, just dropping lurkers right here would probably do a ton of damage, especially with Hydra backup. More and more lurkers in production. Where is this happening? Spawning right here. Nidus network just about to finish. These guys want to get inside so bad. And there we go, popping right inside. These guys trying to get in there, but the eggs are in the way. The eggs, no. Let us in, eggs. There we go, all popping out into that Nidus. Where are we going to build it? Probably right here. Nidus? Because the army's moving out for land, so I think you need to attack now or defend with those lurkers. You can't really keep them inside the Nidus network forever. We'll keep an eye on this production tab and see exactly when that happens. The creep spread is okay, not the best. That's all right. There we go. Here comes that Nidus network. It is not targetable by the Terran player. He can't attack it until it's finished, but I don't think he cares at this point because this small army probably is going to take out this gold base. There's really nothing to defend it whatsoever. Here they come with their 0/0 upgrades. +1 attack is just about on the way, but here come the lurkers on into the main. This is a lot of lurkers, and they're going to all burrow. Actually, half of them burrow here. I think burrowing at the top of the strat might be a good choice. Yeah, that's good positioning. Alright, so the main base, I think for land is effectively dead. This gold base is also dead for KidDynamite. Maybe send a couple lurkers back to defend this area here, but I don't know. We'll have to see what the choice is going to be because we are forced to lift off of all the buildings. All these barracks are going to die. The ones that are on the ground anyway. Add-ons dead. Supply depots are dying as well. Getting the rest of these supply depots might actually supply block the Terran player. Getting down here is probably a good choice. And taking down one of the lurkers at the top of the ramp, there is a siege tank, which is pretty good. So here we come. The lurkers want to try to make this happen. They're on the high ground. They can actually hit this missile turret, which is good. Marauder ends up dead to the spines as well. Missile turret dies. That's no more detection on this corner of things. But here comes the attack from the Terran army. Nothing much really happening here. The Nidus Swarm's going to die with a few lings inside, but I think they're safe over here on this side, so they're not actually dead. This space going to die. Again, the DPS on these Marines and Marauders just so much, especially if they're stimmed. The hatchery goes down. Secret hatchery, though, still alive. The income is happening. The lurkers need to make a move. Yep, here we come. Lurkers come right down into the face of all this fire, burrowing and immediately taking down all of these bio units. Can we get the tank as well? Yeah, are we reaching the tank? We are reaching the tank, and that's it. Spines explode it. This last base, nope, just kidding, there's a base down here for land, but here we come. Oh man, banelings, we made a ton of slow banelings, forced to pick up a lot of units died. I think all that's left here is just three marauders and 2 marines. That is pretty big. This lurkers are good, gonna try to get a big surround on everything here. I don't know how we're gonna manage to escape. The marauder ends up dead. All the SCVs die. They're trying to run as best they can, but no, every single SCV ends up dead. That's it. Lan is super mad, calling lurkers OP. KidDynamite saying, yeah, maybe he feels bad about it. I don't know. It's kind of hard to stop. Using a Hunter Seeker missile. Let's see if this actually can kill a lurker that's already damaged. No, it takes it down to about 40% health. So 2 of them to kill a lurker. Man, lurkers have good DPS. Whoa! Or lots of health. But yeah, the DPS is good. Liberators are a good counter, though, says KidDynamite. So make Liberators. Yeah, make Legacy of the Void units, Lan. That's what we want to see from you. Is make those LOTV units. Don't stick on the Heart of the Swarm stuff. Don't stick on Widow Mines and Marines and Marauders. That is just a recipe to lose. Banelings coming in. Lan says Liberators are too slow, but they hit like trucks, Lan. Defender mode is super good. You should try to use it. At least experiment with it, I suppose. Here come the Banelings. Again, slow Banelings with +1/+1. A Spire on the way for our Zerg player. He hasn't stopped playing. This is enough to kill this. Yep, I think it takes about 12 Zerglings to kill a command center, and that's it. Lan is defeated. KidDynamite is victorious, and Lan has left the game. So, all right, pretty fun little TVZ sent in. This isn't, this isn't Masters or Grandmasters League, but it's still pretty fun stuff. Seeing the lurkers, seeing that Hunter Seeker missile on that lurker was pretty good too. That's something I haven't seen. That's a new interaction. So, thanks for sending this in. I'm going to assume that was KidDynamite that sent it in because he won. So either way, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching today. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all /Falcon Paladin. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to catch daily Legacy of the Void casts, as well as other fun stuff related to StarCraft 2. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.